All right, everybody. So this video is when we left Pensacola and we had to decide whether I was going home or if I was going to go the 300 miles to Atlanta and then the 800 miles it would take to go back to the house. And we had some messed up reservations, so we prepaid for our Atlanta hotel rooms, but then for some reason they're canceled and now they want $200 more for the same rooms. There's a lot of issues been going on, and so this video, we hang out in Pensacola for a little bit, and then we at the show, then we leave the show and you'll find out whether we went home or not. But the one thing I do have, and I talked with April this morning, this is April's credential. This is the long hauler credential. When you register as a long hauler, you get 2 of these. Now this one, the stamp is from the first day because they stamped both of them, but I didn't get any other stamped. Now it's still in its plastic case, and there may be some long haulers out there that didn't get a credential, and maybe there was 3 or 4 of you in a car and you would really like to have one. Well, April said that since she didn't go on it, we should let somebody have this credential. I have mine that has all my marks on it, but this one is a real one that could go, so this is what we are giving away. And if you want this, at the end of the video in the comment section, you just have to put down, Sean, I would like the credential. Anybody who wants the long hauler credential, actually credential's a long word, so you could just say, I want the long haul pass. Let's do it this way. All you have to say is, I want April's long hauler pass. Put that in the comment section and I will give you a ticket. We'll do a drawing. April will do a drawing, and the drawing will be done on June 30th, which is a week from today. Today is Thursday. June 30th is the deadline. So Wednesday midnight, Wednesday June 29th midnight Eastern time in the United States is when we will make the list, and then Thursday June 30th April will pull out the winning and you will get her credential, her long hauler credential. So there you go. If this is something you want, then just put I want April's credential or I want April's long hauler pass in the comments. All right guys, enjoy this video.
I just walked around by myself.
Alright guys, so this is the 2002 Hot Rod Power Tour Grand Prize giveaway car. This happens to be here. So you have no idea what you're going to find at these events. This one's from Vermont, and then you of course have Novas. Did you ever notice the theme for a lot of rat rods is surfing? So welcome to another episode of Junkyards and Barn Finds with Sean, and I'm Sean. be honest with you, this place is so big that I am riding around in my truck because there's no way that you could walk this in one afternoon. So I'm trying to show you guys what's here. Oh, nice cutlass. And a car you would never ever see in another lifetime, but the Ford Fairmount, four-door Ford Fairmount, completely 100% stock, except for the bent antenna, which I think they may have come with a bent antenna. Oh, and this even has, is that Pennsylvania inspection? Look at this. Pretty cool, pretty cool. Now here's another vehicle up here that there is no way that I would try to do this as a long haul. Well, there's two, but the first one you saw was that Jeep on day one. The second one is if I had to guess, is this yours?
No.
No? Is it yours?
Yeah.
Wait, you have a YouTube channel?
No.
No? Okay, you look like a guy who has a YouTube channel that bought one of these and drove it cross country through the desert.
I know who you're talking about. I've seen it too, but this ain't stock. His was stock.
Oh, okay.
He's the same guy to put a Cummins in a Mustang.
Yeah. So where are y'all out of?
West Georgia.
Okay, I was gonna say, because you didn't come from like, you know, Salt Lake City in this thing. Oh my God.
Can.
Well,
I was getting 16.2 miles a gallon on one tank.
This says Navy. It don't say Marines or Army. I can't.
Yeah.
There's no way.
But it's got air conditioning.
It does. Oh wow.
I put it in there.
Oh, okay. I was
It's got a Cummins and a 6-speed Allison.
I was gonna say, 'cause I know a lot of Marines, and they never once mentioned they had air conditioning in a Humvee.
Yeah. I mean, it cruises interstate, you know, 75, 80,
Wow.
no problem. I've been 110 in it.
Wow. You're living a dangerous life, my friend.
It drives good. If you do it right, it drives great.
Well, I mean, on the other hand, too, it's not like, oh, I'm sorry. It's not like you got to worry about anybody being in your way, except for a semi.
I know, we did that. We pulled out of Walmart. I pulled out to stop traffic so they could all get out ahead of me.
That's crazy.
Wasn't real happy.
Yeah, he wasn't happy with that. I think he got over. He got over it.
Well, I'm Sean with Junkyards and Bar Finds. What's your first name, sir?
Chris,
Hey, Chris. So what part of Georgia?
West Georgia.
Okay.
We don't claim Atlanta.
So, yeah, I lived in Macon for a long time and Forsyth.
That's almost as bad.
Yeah. I had to pay taxes to Atlanta because I worked in Atlanta, and they made me pay taxes because I didn't live in the city.
Oh yeah, Douglas County, west of Atlanta, they charge, if a mechanic works at a dealership in Douglas County and makes a living with their tools in Douglas County, they get a property tax statement from Douglas County.
So I was not lying when I said there's a lot of station wagons here. Now you're gonna notice, the one thing you notice is there is a big, there's a big gap for like 1979 through the 90s, and you don't see those cars. And the reason you don't see these cars is because when they did the cash for clunkers, that was the most of the cars that they were crushing. So that was the cars that they were crushing, and that's why you don't see a lot of them around. Where's the exit to get out, guys?
Right there.
Right here, down here and out, right? Okay. All right, guys, we are heading out. It is late afternoon, and we are going to jump on Interstate 10 and try and beat some of the traffic on the way out. Oh. There's still people arriving. Oh, there's still people coming. All right, guys, we have 417 miles to go home. Oh, I'm sorry, 475 to go home. We're at 2,132.8 miles since we left home. We're in Pensacola. Hey guys, so I have just gotten more gas. I didn't fill up. I got 3/4 of a tank. I don't know why. I just didn't feel like filling up this time. I am about 50 miles outside Tallahassee on I-10. Got myself some Arby's. I just take the roast beef out and I eat it because I don't really like the rolls, but their sliders are pretty good. They're just $1.99 and you just don't eat the roll. So we're on I-10. There's really no traffic. And we are in between Pensacola and Tallahassee with about 53 miles to Tallahassee.
Continue on I-10.
I could actually be home tonight by 11:49 if I choose not to turn and go to Atlanta. And like I said, I'll make that decision in about 2 hours, because it takes about an hour to get an hour to get to Tallahassee. Yeah, 59 miles. And then after that, it's about an hour, a little over an hour to I-75. And we'll figure it out when we get there. That'll be about 7 o'clock tonight. So if I feel rested and everything else, then we'll shoot up to Atlanta. Or we might just get a hotel right there at the I-10, I-75, and then figure it out in the morning. I don't know. We'll see. Well, we're gonna hit a lot of rain here shortly. We're on I-10 heading towards, we're about 25 miles away from Tallahassee. This is heading towards Georgia, towards the Atlanta area. And this is some ugly, ugly dark skies and rain. And I am hoping that everybody who maybe left Pensacola tonight to head this way, Tallahassee, 35 miles, they are going to be in some small towns, and I don't know if they're going to be able to, I mean, the wind right now is crazy. It's blowing my truck all over the place. This wind is really bad. So, I'm hoping that there's no tornadoes. I don't want to see a tornado or anything, but this wind is insane right now. If I look at the trees, and I can feel it on my, I can feel it on the truck. So I am hoping, and I gotta slow down here a little bit. This is insanely insane. I can't see shit. I'm gonna pull over for a second. There's a rainbow. Let me see if I can pull out. Whoa, I was in the dirt there. There's debris on the road here, guys. There is vegetation debris on the road. And I'm gonna put on my emergencies here. There's some tractor trailers. I can see the tractor trailer lights coming from behind. But I got a car in front of me that's doing 50 miles an hour, 40 miles an hour. I can see the light up there. So I want to keep going because that's a front. So we just went through a really bad front. Alright, now it's cooling down a little bit. Well, not cooling down, but the rain's, so there's the front that's coming through. That is not a Rain-X event. I am telling you right now, that is not a Rain-X event. Now that's doing a cool desert scheme. I love your truck.
Huh?
I love the truck. Are you going to a car show or something? Or
huh?
Are you going to a car show, or you just...
No, I just
I love the truck. I just came off the Hot Rod Power Tour.
Where?
Hot Rod Power Tour.
Oh, yeah.
We just drove 2,300 miles. It's a video. This is cool.
I had it. It's brand new.
It's a Ram Charger, right?
Ram Charger, right.
Wow. You did all this to it?
What?
You did all this to it?
I made the roof rack. I made the front.
What's your name? I'm Sean.
Huh?
My name's Sean. I'm a veteran too. I flew in the Navy.
Oh, Indy.
So.
Oh, you in the what?
Navy.
Navy.
I flew P3s.
Semper Fi, you know.
So.
I spent half my time on the ship when I was there. That was the best duty I had.
How long you had this new? What year is it?
89 I have for 43 years.
So.
And I never got stuck anywhere where I couldn't get going myself. And I maintain it.
Well, that's how I looked at it. And I'm like, wow, it's in good shape.
Well,
so.
I take care of it mechanically mostly. You know.
4-wheel drive or two?
No, two. But I see the two-wheel drives. I hate the way they make cars like this.
Right.
That's bullshit.
Right.
It should be level.
Right.
So anyhow, the ones I seen like this, they were two-wheel drive. They were like this, you know.
Okay.
So I put an extra leaf in the back spring, licked it up. And then I put 3/4 ton truck strings.
Oh, okay.
Put them up there.
Well, I have a YouTube channel called Junkyards and Barn Finds. I'm gonna put your.
Oh.
So, because it's all old cars and stuff that I find. This is awesome. So, look at this truck, guys. This is freaking awesome. Look at that. I guess with the LED lights on it too, it doesn't have a big draw on power.
What's that?
With the LED light, it's not a big draw on power.
Well, the only LED one I got is that one.
Oh, so the rest of these are the older.
The others are regular lights. Yeah.
Wow. So is this like your daily driver, or just?
Huh?
Is this a daily car that you drive every day?
I drive it all the time.
How many miles you got on it?
300,200.
300,000. Wow. It's awesome. It's like got such a cool look to it. So cool. Well, thank you, man. Thanks for your service.
Thank you.
And thanks for the truck. This is awesome. This is very cool. That's a cool truck, guys. That is a really cool truck. All right, guys. So this is my quandary. I am about 70 miles from Lake City, where I-75 and I-10 meet. And we have already put on, since we left, 2,329 miles. So 2,329 miles. If I turn left up here and go to Atlanta to complete the power tour, which is the last leg, because that's the only one I don't have. Here's all my stamps, so everything else is stamped. You'll get to see everything on. But so my quandary is, do I turn left? And remember, April was going to be with me, and when we booked this trip, just like many of you who have been on this trip, when we booked this trip, gas was around $2.50, $2.60 a gallon. Or at least if you booked as early as we did. Now, this trip, so you're looking at, it's going to be almost 300 miles. It's like 284 miles to the stadium from Lake City up here. So it'd be 284 miles there, 284 back, so that's 600 miles plus another 400 miles. So I'm looking at another 1,000 miles. So I would be at around 2,500 miles when I get there, and then we're looking at another 1,000 miles plus at least one hotel room, one overnight, possibly, because it would have to be overnight tonight. And if we go up there, then driving home, I would probably end up, I'm not going to drive straight home for 10 or 11 hours by myself. So probably you're looking at 2 hotels right now, which is why we didn't stay in Pensacola was our hotel room went up in price. So we're already a little over budget. Because today we already drove 50 miles away from Pensacola, turned around, went back 50 miles, filmed all day, punched our card, then turned around and came back this way again. So we're already a good $500 or $600 over budget. And I'm just, between gas and all, I'm just not feeling another $400 or $500 to just go that last leg. Because basically you're going to go there, punch your card, and then you're done, and then you leave. And turning around, then fighting traffic to come all the way back, especially since we go to Atlanta a lot. I mean, a plaque would be nice, but I'm struggling with going there, especially because April's home and her back hurts, and we're still in the middle. We got to be moved out and everything else, and her back is hurting, and now she has to get surgery, and then she was just asking when I was going to come back. I kind of feel bad I'm not there, because she's really her back's really gone bad in the last 2 weeks. Like, even before I left, it was really bad. And yeah, she did some damage. I don't know how. She doesn't know how, but I mean, it's verified. And she never had back issues before. So it's one of these things where she can't get surgery until the end of the summer. So I'm just trying to determine, do I turn left and then go another 700 miles, spend money on hotels and stuff, and finish this? And I don't like to not finish things. Or do I just turn right, go down, and I already talked to April, and she's like, next year definitely we're going to do this again. So and in fact, her long hauler thing has no punches in it, because I went by myself and they give you 2 of them. So I don't know, I'm just thinking I may just, let's see, I got Lake City is 80 miles away, and I could be home by 11:50 at night. So I could be home tonight and save myself close to $800 to $1,000. Or I turn left and I go up and I get that plaque. And the whole point of this was to get you guys, to get your cars, to see you guys doing this and seeing you guys getting this done. And we have put a ton of people up on this. And I think we've succeeded in what we wanted to show. And so I think, I don't know, I guess you'll find out. So I guess you'll find out what we do, what I do. I don't know. I would tell you if I knew, but I don't know yet. So I got about 80 miles to try to think about it. All right, I'll talk to you guys later. All right, good morning, everybody. And I am still on the highway, and it is Friday. And this would be the last day of the tour. We have gone, to date, 2,654 miles. It is 8:16 in the morning, and I am on I-75. Came down I-10 from Pensacola, and then we turned on I-75. And so which way are we headed? We are actually headed southbound. So I chose not to go to Atlanta to the final day, and there's several reasons for that. One, we had no hotel reservation. Our hotel reservation had been lost somehow. The reservation we made back in February, and the hotel that we wanted to stay at, their price has now almost tripled, and they were happy to give us the same hotel room at triple the price that we booked back in February when we signed up for the tour. And secondly, so that and gas, and there's some medical issues going with April, and she had called, so I am just going back home to facilitate our move, because we have to be out of our place by the 12th of July. We thought we'd be out while this was going on, but April's back. She is really, really in a lot of pain, and her surgery is not for like 2 more months. So could I have waited a day and made it? Yeah. This truck is running great. The tour is going great for me, other than not having a hotel room in Pensacola because they completely lost our reservation, and we have to stay 52 miles away at Fort Walton, and then trying to get into our hotel up in Atlanta, which somehow has tripled in price before we get there. I guess it pays to pay for the whole thing up front, but since we didn't, then we were subject to market value, which I guess the first week that school's out in Atlanta and everybody's traveling is 3 times what it was in February. So am I going to miss out on the plaque? Yes. I don't know whether it would have been worth driving 600 miles, 300 one way, 300 back, but we will do this again. We'll probably do it next year when April's back is better, when we can go as a team, because she wasn't able to make it this time, when we aren't in the middle of moving our house, and a whole bunch of other things. And hey, maybe by then they'll have figured out, you know, gas prices don't need to be up to $5 or $6 a gallon. Maybe we can get back to they were a couple years ago when they were at around, you know, $2.50, which to me is still way higher than it should be. But at some point, the people in power will realize that we're not all going to buy electric golf carts that look fancy, that some of us like our engines. And by the way, and I'm not getting political here, I'm just getting realistic here, I'm not flying in an electric airplane probably in my lifetime, because I wouldn't trust an electric airplane. So we need jet fuel, and unless they start coming out with some some nuclear ships, which our aircraft carriers and submarines have been nuclear forever, same with Russia's submarines, but they've only tried it on a few commercial ships, and most of those are already retired. And so we're gonna have to have fuel, oil-based fuel, for a long time. And this isn't a political statement, it's just a reality statement. We tried the wind-powered boats, and we did those for a couple thousand years, called sailboats, but you can't push a container ship with sails, so that's not going to happen. And I'm really sure you can't do an aircraft carrier with sails. So that being said, unless everything's nuclear powered, then we're going to need the gasoline for a long time, which means we're going to be able to do the power tour, and we're going to be able to have cars for a long time. Anyway, this is me heading home on 75. And I appreciate you guys who watched the series, and everybody I met was absolutely fun and cool and friendly. And if you met me, then your video will be up. If it's not up already, then it will be up in the coming days, because we wanted to show the trip first, the actual trip, and we have a lot of individual car videos that are coming up. So if I spoke to you to put your car in a video on the channel, it will be coming up between now and July. So we are just going to be putting video after video up for you guys. so that way you can see it. If you were on the trip and you didn't get the video, or you didn't know what we were doing, or you're trying to explain to your friends what it's like, watch all our videos in sequence and they will understand it. All right, guys, thank you so much. Please subscribe if you haven't already done so. It doesn't cost you anything. If you can comment, that would be great. Lets the algorithm know that people like watching our channel, and it helps us grow a little bit. And we will be putting up more and more videos all summer. We're going to be heading up to Pennsylvania to do a very giant car show there, a historical car show. So we're going to go on, not historical in the sense that it's only historical cars, but it's one of these long-standing car shows in Doylestown, Pennsylvania, and that is in July. So we're going to go up for the Doylestown car show. If you are anywhere near the Philadelphia suburbs and above Doylestown, above Philadelphia, I would highly suggest you go there. I believe it's either the 12th or the 14th of July. I'm not sure which one, but if you're there, come and see me. You know the truck. It's the red truck with the Nissan with our name all over it. And come and find me and say hey. And it'll say Power Tour because all the Power Tour stickers are still on it. So we will see you next time where we go. We're going to be traveling all over the U.S. So please put in comments. If you're going to be around Doylestown, it's for the car show. I will be up in Bucks County the second week of July for about a week or two because my family's up there, well, my brother and some friends. So if you're up there and you want me to feature your car, please put it into the comments, or just email at Junkyards and A&D Barn Finds. It's just Junkyard and Barn Finds, Junkyards and Barn Finds at gmail.com. Our email's also right there under the About Information tab on our homepage here for YouTube. And we will try to, if you've got something, that's how we found that AMC place that had all those cars with Ralph last year. Is somebody who watches the channel who has an AMX, a guy named John, I believe, and he reached out to me and then said, hey, you should check this place out. So if you know anywhere up there, please let me know. All right, guys, thanks, and have a great day. And thanks to all the people that put up with me sticking a camera in their face while we were on the tour. All right, bye. April, should they subscribe to this channel even if they don't like cars today for this one?
Probably just for this one.
Where it says merchandise store, right here, merchandise store link, you will see it says https:/junkyards-barn-finds, and you click on that and it's going to take you here.